The night was ordinary. A train, a young woman heading home from work, and a stranger in the seat behind her. But in just a few fleeting seconds, that ordinary ride turned into a nightmare. And now, the entire nation is asking how this could have happened.
Irina Ska was stabbed to death on the rail system in Charlotte, North Carolina, by a savage career criminal. Surveillance video of the killing was finally released to the public this past Friday. It shows the alleged killer, DeCarlos Brown Jr., pull out a knife, get up from his seat behind Irina, and prepare to thrust a blade into her neck before the released footage gets cut. This is pure evil on full display. The most enraging and unacceptable part of this story is that her death was entirely preventable. DeCarlos Brown never should have been on that train that night. In fact, he should have been behind bars.
There is growing outrage tonight over the brutal murder of a 23-year-old waitress, a young woman who had come to America seeking peace after fleeing war-torn Ukraine. Her name was Irina Ska, and her story should have been one of hope and new beginnings. Instead, it ended in tragedy on a commuter train. Police say the accused killer, 34-year-old DeCarlo Brown, had a long history of violence and severe mental illness. He'd been arrested 14 times, served 5 years for armed robbery, and was still released on no cash bail. Yet despite all the warning signs, he was free. Surveillance video captures the horrifying final moments. Irina, fresh off her shift at a local pizza restaurant, takes her seat. Behind her, Brown quietly opens a pocket knife. Without a word, he rises and suddenly strikes. The attack is unprovoked, merciless, and leaves Irina fatally wounded before she even realizes what has happened. Local reporters describe the video as surreal and blatant. It's the kind of violence that forces every passenger watching to think, that could have been me. The case has now caught national attention, even drawing remarks from President Trump, who called Irina a beautiful young girl with a magnificent future whose life was stolen.
A beautiful young girl that never had problems in life, with a magnificent future in this country. And now she's dead.
On social media, the crime has become a political flashpoint, with calls for tougher penalties and accountability. Brown's family says he is schizophrenic. But that fact, critics argue, only deepens the question. Why was he on the streets, unmonitored, free to kill? Irina's life was just beginning. She loved animals, dreamed of becoming a veterinarian, and had hoped her job at the pizza parlor would help her save for college. She escaped a war zone to find safety, only to meet violence here.
This stop is Stanley Park Station. Please exit right. Please stand clear. Doors are closing. Train is about to move.
In response, the City Council has announced new security measures for the light rail system. But for Irina's family, and for those who ride the trains each day, the scars left behind are far deeper than a policy change.